and welcome to this new episode of To The Point with Stumps and Bales. I am your host Anjali. Well, we were just recovering from the loss against Pakistan, but what happened against Sri Lanka has clearly broken us. India suffered its second loss of Super 4, which diminishes its chances of reaching the finals of Asia Cup 2022, let alone winning it. It was understood that the India vs Pakistan cricket match is always a high-tension game, even if it occurs twice in 1 week. India played Pakistan on Sunday and it was not a pleasant sight for Indian fans. The team lost, but what was more enraging was how they lost it. The story continues against Sri Lanka and it doesn't sit right. The loss felt like the team is incapable of pulling off what is demanded from the game and against a good team. It raises questions about how they will fare when put against a team even better in the upcoming T20 World Cup. Let's look at the batting dwindle. We all cheered when we saw scoreboard running like a ticking bomb. It was all fun and games, but those big shots did not come responsibly, and that too from experienced players. It was Rohit Sharma against Sri Lanka and Virat Kohli against Pakistan. Rest, all batters tried the new approach, the big hit. We are seeking it, but we are not able to pull it off. That hit was a miss and definitely cost the team 20-odd runs, short of which eventually resulted in a failure in both the matches. Let's talk about the Bumrah reliance. When Mohammad Rizwan and Mohammad Nawaz were hitting India bowlers all over the park, all we were missing was that one over from Bumrah that would have changed the momentum of the team. The same happened against Sri Lanka. Their openers were free to settle and they turned the game towards them. Later, Rajapaksa and Shanaka cleared the way through some thrilling hits. None of the bowlers could manage to get breakthroughs that were required to stop the teams consistently and at regular intervals. When the wicket came, it was too late. The damage was done. The sloppy body language. No one can forget the moment when Arshdeep Singh dropped that catch. Going by the cliche, catches win matches, it was proven that night. That moment, everyone felt their heart in their mouth and the reason was right. With some energy from players in both the matches, we could have expected better results from them. The underestimate game. Why does a game against Pakistan always have to be about considering the opponents a weaker one? We are not judging militaries but sport, and Pakistan has time in and out proven at world stage that they are not weaker than any. And even though Sri Lanka has all sorts of crises at their home, does it make sense that we associate it with their economic conditions? The contest we had on Sunday was not like the previous Sunday where the total was less and only bowling was judged, and that being forte of Pakistan, their comeback cameo was taken for granted. Meanwhile, Sri Lanka had come from a stupendous win against very worthy Afghanistan, which makes it clear that both teams are beyond weaker. We should have kept it in mind that their chances of winning the match are 50-50. Let's look at the selectors' choice. India's squad for Asia Cup 2022 calls for trouble. It only has 3 fast bowlers and a bunch of spinners. This time in UAE, we saw it wasn't just spinners doing the magic. It is also the skills of fast bowlers that sets the tone for the game in early overs or getting breakthroughs in the middle. India clearly missed a pacer with experience. Not only players who are injured, but players who are more experienced. As we near T20 World Cup 2022 squad announcement deadline, the pressure should now be on selectors to choose a squad definitely according to the venue, but also about the balance. India will not win every match it plays. With overconfidence also comes a drawback that they start taking things easy. These losses are lessons to correct our mistakes in most of the ICC events where India has found it difficult to prove its point as world dominator in cricket. We win as many bilateral series, but we have to understand we call the World Cup the biggest tournament for a reason, and winning that does prove a point. The loss against Pakistan felt a little too emotional as it was not Afghanistan, so that the pity picture doesn't work there, but against Sri Lanka, all the boxes are checked to clearly say that India did not play up to the mark and has a lot of improvements to make even as the best team in T20 cricketing according to the rankings. How do you feel about India losing the past 2 matches? Do you think India can win the T20 World Cup in October? Let us know by commenting down below, and if you like the content in this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to Stumps and Bales, and follow all our social media for latest updates, which would be linked in the description box down below. Till then, take care, bye bye.